So this video is the Mod Podge of multiple days of video that I started strong but had no finish. I'm an old guy, you know. I'm not in my 20s anymore. Just so you know, this is a multiple day compilation of videos I started in the morning but didn't finish. I suck. So enjoy though. It's Cincinnati, Indiana, parts of Illinois, stuff like that, you know, just jibber jabber, whatever. Enjoy it.
Hopefully more complete videos to come.
More complete videos to come. And we'll be going to Texas in just a few more days.
Yeah.
So enjoy, right?
Yeah.
What's going on? Well, we are back from Vegas, back to work. It's Tuesday morning, March 9th. Took the weekend off after we got back from Vegas. Not much going on. Thought about doing a live feed, didn't get around to it. Selena wasn't feeling very well. She was having issues. So we're coming in downtown Cincinnati right now. I got 3 drops here in Cincinnati. Well, 1 in Cincinnati, then I gotta go over to Taylor Mill and I forget the name of it. Kentucky side. Anyway, no big. Somebody trying to, almost wanted to scooch in on me there. There's the Cincinnati Stadium. Bengals. Is that the baseball stadium too? I don't know. Probably. Downtown Cincinnati. Take a gander. Come on, people. Tunnel here. Well, nice with spring coming in now. It's already, usually I'm coming here, it's in the dark. Sun's already coming up. Days are getting a little longer. It was on March 15th. Got daylight saving time coming in. Looking at the weather, looks like another week. We got one more chance for snow around Champaign, but it looks like pretty good chance spring is sprung. So all the birds are coming back around our place. We got the pigeons are trying to roost and stuff, you know. Pigeons are hanging out. I see the geese flying. So I guess the season's starting to change pretty abruptly right now. As with any season change though, I'm sure we'll have a couple of more little hits. A couple little brushes with some. Might get a little late season blizzard again or something like that, but for the most part I think it's kind of over, which is cool. We just went through this whole Arctic blast. Is that thing all right? blast though. We're down, shoot, we got down to like 25 below a couple weeks ago, and now we're all back up. It's 42 here right now. It was 51 in Champaign when I left this morning. So it's a nice change. Go up here to get off at Edwards. We'll be up there in a minute. And we got to go back down to Florence. That's what I was thinking of. Florence, Kentucky. Just over the state line down there. Then out to Taylor Mill. Do a drop there and start heading back. Real light day today as far as just 3 drops. Usually I got 4 or 5 drops over here. Sometimes a backhaul, so it makes it a little easier. I love how cars can't stand that a truck starts getting faster than them. Like this blue car on my left, who's all sitting back there dragging. I start passing him, you see him start speeding up. It's funny how cars always do that. I'll be back in a minute. Sun was in my eyes. I figured it was probably ruining the camera shot anyway. So we're going bouncing down this little side road over here to go into the back driveway of the store. Going to a Rimke's market. Been here plenty of times now. No biggie. I guess the next thing to talk about, yeah, I've been here plenty of times, but that's about to change. My request for transfer down to Texas has been approved. So in about, I got, maybe, we're looking at 2 to 3 weeks left doing this gig, and then we're going to be freed up to go down to Texas. So things are looking up though. I've talked to the people in Texas, everything's cool. They're looking forward to it. We've been looking at houses down there just to rent at first, and then get settled in. If it's going to be a long-term gig and we like Lubbock, then we can look to buy. But looking at real estate down there too, it's really nice that it's actually pretty inexpensive. For a decent sized city, Lubbock's pretty cheap. So I mean, if everything's going good, Selena's gonna look for a new job down there. Yes, Selena will be out of the truck now. Which I know everybody loves Selena, but if she finds a job, you know, just thing for everybody's asked too, like, why don't you guys go back on the road, full-time team, all this kind of stuff. And we keep having to restate it because everybody, not everybody catches it. But Selena, after we got off the road beginning of last year, 2020, she found out too that she had another pulmonary embolism, and life on the road for the past 4 or 5 years just has done a world of hurt on us. Me too. It's not a healthy life, but we figured the best thing for her is to probably stay off the road, concentrate more on quality of life issues over making money. For the most part with this truck, I'll be the breadwinner, and if she can find a job to back that up in some way and be home every day, and especially now we got both the kids living with us, that yeah, it's just for the better, to probably kind of take her out of the running of being on the truck anymore. It's just not worth it. She signed on to the truck right now running this gig, and even winter, or if there's just not enough work, there's really no reason to keep her from doing something else that could be more beneficial to us as a whole, as opposed to just waiting around to run the truck once in a while and make a little bit of extra money. But ultimately she finds a new gig to get into. I mean, she's got so much experience in so many things. She's actually a highly skilled person, much more than me. Like, I got one thing, I do trucking. She's a journey level union plumber, pipe fitter, welder. She's a truck driver. She's been a foreman and a manager and all these kinds of things. Like, she has a lot of things drawn, so pretty much wherever she wants to land, she could do it. And me, I'll just keep on driving my truck, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, we're looking at changes that way, though, that she will be staying home and not be driving anymore. So I'm sorry to everybody. Gonna have to get used to just old me in the truck, I guess, unless for whatever reason she goes along for a ride along once in a while. But yeah, it's just gonna be me. Sorry. Go ahead and chew on that one for a minute. Does it mean changes to the channel? Do we have to change the name now because Selena's officially not going to be on the truck ever, pretty much? I don't know. We've talked about it a little bit. I guess, what do you guys think? Because some people always ask, well, why is it called Trucking with Selena if she's never in the truck? Or whatever, Is that legit? Or should we change it up? I don't know. Anyway, here in Cincinnati, be back in a minute. I'm just waiting on these trucks to get out of the holes so I can do my thing. So, we'll be back. So we're having to go around this way. It looks like the 71 South is closed to go over to Florence. There's downtown Cincinnati again. Well, that'll work out fine. I'll top off at Taylor Mill first. Get them off, and then go over to Florence, finish up there, hit the Beltway, go right back around, grab the 74 back up to Indianapolis. No biggie. They've been doing a bunch of bridge work on the 71, though. I guess it must still be going on. I seldom go across that bridge, so no big deal. And it's coming on time of year. Gonna have to get some shades again. I mean, I got my shades right here, but getting bright. Spring coming back. Gonna have to bust out my banana hammock when we get down to Texas and get a tan. Hell, I could just start driving in a banana hammock and a wife beater all the time. That'd be hot. What's going on? Back to work again. Yeah, it's probably a little windy out here. It is 1 in the morning on Thursday, March 11th. El Marcho Unce. Just checking everything out real quick. Gonna get moving here in just a sec. Kind of running a couple minutes behind. I got a little late start this morning. Loads at 1:30. I should have been cranked up and out of here right about now at 1 to drive over to the yard or the distribution center and get all this mess. It's alright though, pull it off. Weather's nice though. Saying it's 61 degrees right now. It's 1 in the morning, so it's funny how a couple weeks ago 20 below zero. Now it's in the 60s. Hell, what, yesterday looked like it was almost like hitting 75 degrees. So I guess spring has sprung. Of course, saying it was official. Give you a little update. So nice, it just cranks up. Yeah, you can see in the dash 62 degrees. It's like, jeez, man, what a difference. Although Selena and I have always talked about that too. She's like, yeah, the weather gets so bad and everything. I go, yeah, just give it 5 minutes. It'll, you know, welcome to the Midwest. You know, the weather always fluctuates really heavily. So what is up? Monday morning. I am currently in LaGrange, Indiana. Drove over here this morning. Of course, we had time change yesterday. It is 7:30 in the morning. You can see the sun's just starting to come up. But I got 5 drops today. If you remember, I was doing this run, oh God, it's been like a month ago during the snow and everything too, where I think the title of that video was I missed my turn, let's go off-road. right, it was coming to this place, and I tried to turn in the driveway right over here, screwed up, had to go around the block, find my way in. God dang, man, I ain't never gonna get out of here. I gotta take up the whole street to turn out. So we've been back from Vegas for over a week. I know we haven't even made a video. I shot a little bit of video last week. Like, I started first thing in the morning shooting some video, and then I forgot to do it the rest of the day, and just, it was lame. I screwed up, and that seemed to be kind of the habit too. I kept starting in the morning, so it's that kind of thing where I could make a Mod Podge video of all my morning starts. I just never finished shooting video the rest of the day. Stupid. Now it looks like I can't tell if that's a school bus or what behind me. So like I said, though, we're in LaGrange right now. Now I just did my drop. I go, oh yeah, I gotta make some video. I've wasted the whole morning coming over here. But I started at 1 a.m. in Champaign. Of course, crossed, went up to the 80 south of Chicago, and took the tollway across to Highway 9 east of South Bend. And here we are. Now I'm going down to Rome City to the grocery store there. I'm gonna clean this window. I hate when you get on the 2-lane roads and the headlights start blowing your window out. Going down to Rome City though, drop off a couple pallets there. I gotta go over to Garrett, then to Fort Wayne, to the distribution center there. Woof. Skunk stunk. There was a dead skunk in the road just a minute ago. It just now emanated into the cab of the truck, and it smells like straight ass. Like, literally, that's what it is. Anyway, and I go to Fort Wayne and then to Flora. When I did this run before, I actually got stuck because of all the snow that day. I got slowed down a lot. As you can see today, no snow. Great. Everything's cleared up. Looks like we're trying to come into spring. Although it's down to 27 right now, and Chicago and northern Indiana were reporting they were going to get some kind of snow today. But it's going to be a little bit later on in the day, so I should be well gone and back to Champaign before that kicks in. Yeah, going down Rome City, it's only 10 miles away. So that's not a big deal. Then down to Garrett, I think it was like 20 miles. And from Garrett to Fort Wayne is like another 20 or 25 miles, I think. And then the longest drive is going to be over to Flora and then back to the yard. Good times though. So let this sun come up a little bit though. Guess we'll check. Oh, oh yeah, we've got to mention too. I only got 2 weeks left doing this contract. Transfer is officially approved. Everything's cool. We have rented a house already in Lubbock. And we got 2 weeks left in Champaign. We're getting the moving van on the 29th. Loading up and pulling the little convoy down to Lubbock. Our move-in date is on the 1st, so we get the moving van 29th. We're gonna try and leave the 30th. We got most of the house packed up already. It's gonna be down to just like spending the night, the 29th, in the apartment still. Get up in the morning, load our beds up pretty much, and get the final sweep out of the house first thing in the morning. Hit the road. Got the moving van. Gonna tow one of the cars down there. The kids are gonna drive the BMW down there, and I'm gonna bobtail the truck, it looks like, unless they get back to me on possibly possibly somehow I could pull a load down there, which would be cool, but I'm not counting on it. But yep, I got exactly 2 weeks right now. We get the moving van and we're going to Texas, baby. So on that note though, we'll talk more about that and check back, eh? Bye. So coming into Rome City. Ooh, better slow my roll. Here to this Miller's store. There's somebody in my damn way. Come on, fool. Just made it. Over to here right now. I will gladly take up all these spots. Since we got that dude in here. Yeah, another thing too, went on a new ELD app, Samsara. As you see here, the Omnitrax Qualcomm is gone. Got on this one now. Pretty nice, easy. Off, remarks, unloading, save, off duty, boom. So that dude just pulled out. Let's go ahead and get on back in there. Got a couple pallets to drop off here. That one hit wonder. Yeah, last time I was in here, this place was all banked up with snow. Forklift couldn't even come outside to get the pallets off, stuff like that. I definitely prefer spring and summer. But pretty much any time it doesn't involve snow and ice. Nice sunrise this morning though. Nice colors. So we'll get this off, be right back. All right. So I just had 2 pallets to drop off here. Guy that unloaded me, kind of a douchebag, but whatever. You know, you're just cordial with people. Hi, how you doing? Whatever. He just walked right by me, got on the forklift, and And then there was no pallet jack around. Another guy that opened the door for me, the roll door, he went walking off to find pallet jack. Well, this guy comes out and just ghosts me and walks by and gets on the forklift, and he's just waiting there like, you ready or what? And I think the guy went to go get me a pallet jack. In the very time that I turned around and was talking to the guy on the forklift, the guy had walked over and put a pallet jack right at the roll door and walked away already. Like, I'm talking 5 seconds. He just rolled the pallet jack over there while I turned around and talked to the guy on the forklift. And I said, oh, I think he was going to get me a pallet jack. And he goes, well, just use that one right there. I turn around and the pallet jack is just sitting there. And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, man, you about to get bitch slapped, honky mofo. We're about to throw down, go knuckles. About to go ham on you. I just hate when people act like that. It's just totally uncalled for. People are just douchebags sometimes. So we are going right out of here, going south. We're gonna go down to this T in the highway down here. I forget what highway it is. Make a left, go down, make a right on another highway, and go down to Garrett, Indiana. Looks like I got a couple, 3 pallets to drop off there. Got a pallet to drop off in Fort Wayne, and then probably a couple more pallets to drop off in Flora. So yeah, back on the subject of Texas though. I got a hold of my daughter. She lives in California. And I mean, she's 17 years old now. I know when you're that age, you're impressionable and fearful and stuff like that. Well, I told her that we were moving down to Texas in a couple of weeks. So it's going to be a great thing, you know. They're opening back up to 100%, you know, open, and the state did away with the face mask mandate, you know, just loosening up stuff and everything. And so, well, you still have to be safe. Of course, she's been on lockdown in California all year, just like we've been in Illinois and stuff. So you still have to be safe. You don't want to get sick. And I said, well, actually, Selena and I, we're not sure, because there's no real test to do on it now, unless antibody tests are actually working now. But we know or feel that we already had it last year. So earlier last year, we both got really sick, respiratory infections, the whole bit. And it took like just about a month to get over. So with the limited information available at the time, we pretty well figured, I think we caught it, because that was right after we were running out to Washington and Oregon every week. And, you know, a couple weeks after we were home from doing those last runs with the thing at Landstar, we both got really sick. So, you know, 2 and 2 kind of played out, and we figured it looks like we already had it. Anyway, that my daughter's freaking out though, you know, that like people have this impression just because they took away the state mandate on mask wearing and stuff, it's about personal responsibility. I mean, if there's one thing I can't stand in this world, is people that are like afraid and timid or meek. I can't stand timidity, you know. They're scared of everything, and they need somebody to take care of them and make their decisions for them. I can't stand that crap. You know, people with no backbone, it just drives me nuts. And when people get all scared, you know, because they're drinking whatever Kool-Aid is being put out, you know, I mean, you can have your opinion about it. You got to look at, yeah, is the virus real? Sure. Is there a lot of political weaponizing to it though? Absolutely. People are taking advantage of the situation, scaring people, whatever, and I don't care. It's like, screw you, I'm gonna go live my life. I ain't staying home. I'm not gonna hide in a corner and be scared and, you know, wrap my face up in 9 face masks and put a trash bag over my head and hope the boogeyman doesn't get me. You know, it's like, I already have health conditions. I'm 47 years old. I drive truck, which is ranked the #1 most dangerous job in the country. You know, I've already been through plenty of dangerous stuff in my life, you know. And if a virus is what's going to get me, then so be it. Yeah, it's like I've already been shaking hands with the devil for years, you know. It's like, screw it, whatever, dude. I'm not going to sit in my house and be all fraidy cat of some invisible thing out there. It happens to have a 99.98% survival rate. Well, guess what? Life has a 100% death rate. So go live your life is my opinion of it, you know. So anyway, my daughter though, you know, like people are equating, I've seen different reports on this, that people are equating Texas doing away with the mask mandate and Mississippi, plus, you know, a total of like 15 plus states have done away with it. They're equating it to like you're murderers or something like that. And it's like, oh Jesus, I hate crime, many people. You know, a year ago, nobody was having this conversation. And we all accepted it at the time. We got to take precautions, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, a lot of politicians are out partying it up, and they're not wearing face masks while they're implementing these orders on us. So what do they know that we don't know? That's what I want to know. They're obviously not too worried about it, and they got access to more information than us, and they're the ones feeding the news, and they're not doing anything. They're not wearing their face masks except for public appearances. They're going out to eat at restaurants and going to hair salons and going on vacations and everything. It's like, screw it, dude. You guys are sitting here telling us to do this stuff, but you don't follow it. So guess what? Eat a bag of dicks. I'm going back to my life. That's the way I see it. And everybody else should too, you know? That's my rant. So, sun's all in my eyes. We'll check back in a few though. Heading over to Garrett, then Fort Wayne, then Florida. And then in 2 weeks we're going to Texas. Hopefully get a little bit of freedom back. So, check back in a bit. So, just delivered in Carthage, Illinois now. Camera's charged up, so I figured I'd give it a whirl. Do the POV, non-porno style. Yeah. Just texting with Selena that I saw a little guy in Monmouth. She's asking, does he have his truck all stickered up like the other ones? Which I know he was saying he wasn't going to sticker it up like his Volvo before. But it was a good looking truck. Yeah. I don't know. Let's get out of here. So we got one drop left, going to Rushville, Illinois now. I think I got like 5 pallets to drop off there, so. Yeah, it's funny. We're talking about like, oh man, we haven't put out a video all week or anything, or almost 2 weeks since our little Vegas trip video. So man, I gotta put out some videos. Great. Gotta wait on all these fools. I gotta take up the whole street, so I'll just wait a minute. So yeah, I was saying though, Selena's not going to be on the truck anymore as a driver. I guess her driving days have kind of come to an end, which she's not too butthurt about either. She's all right with it. So you know, we all have our part to play in the work thing, you know. We're doing good as a team, but time for different adventures. I mean, honestly, if I could get out of truck driving, I think I would move on something else. We'll go down there though. I do want to check into still eventually, as we get past the pandemic and everything, to like we were looking at last year, you know, we were looking at buying a bar, like a little bar restaurant. Saw pretty quickly as the pandemic was setting in that we did not want to do that in Illinois, because in the future, if they ever decide to lock down again and stuff, you know, obviously restaurants and everything are going to suffer again. Hopefully Texas won't go that route. You know, you can still stay open and do your thing, as they're already kind of showing signs that's the way they want to go by opening back up 100% and everything. So good. We'll go to Texas. Give me a little dose of freedom, baby. Maybe it's where America is still going to be America. Yeah, because I saw things too, like over in Europe. They're locked down 100%, stay at home still. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to cite any statistics to me or rates of infection or anything like that, you know, but I mean, life has to go on, man. We gotta just keep on keeping on. It can't just shut down forever like this. I mean, it's just gonna ruin the world. Like, I felt bad when I was talking with my daughter, you know, that it's her senior year of high school. She's not gonna have a prom, she's not gonna have a graduation, she's not gonna, you know, she's missed out on so many things in the formative years of her life now, you know. She's missed out on part of school last year. She's missed out on this whole school year. It's like the world just closed up and she's been cooped up at home, you know. And I mean, these years of your life too, when you're a teenager, these are all the things you look forward to, and having a social life with your friends and all that. And the amount of anxiety and depression and everything that comes out of it. Substance abuse is, you know, just gone way up. Suicide has gone way up. You know, that people just aren't coping with this thing, you know, and it's just a shame that it has to be that way, you know. I feel bad for all the kids out there. I feel bad for people that have been cut off from their families, that, you know, older people and everything, not being able to spend time with their families and everything. They're cooped up. Everybody being segregated and everything. And then the amount of strife in the world too. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't all make sense sometimes. 35 degrees out right now. Yes. Get on over to Rushville. Gonna go through. Gotta go over through Macomb, just outside of there. Cut the highway south right down to Rushville. We'll be over there. What is it? I think it's about 55 miles over there. I did find some favorable fuel prices in Peoria this morning, out there on the west side of Peoria. I forget the name of the, starts with an M, where the Freightliner dealership is on the west side of Peoria. There's a Circle K truck stop right there. Fuel prices, amazed to see in Illinois, $2.79. Prices are well over three bucks a gallon now. I got $2.79. I topped it off, man, because now I got, if I run over the weekend too, make sure to get a little better fuel price. Because if I go to Indiana or Wisconsin, it's not looking much better. So anywho, check back in a bit, get on over there. All right, let's try this again. I was saying in the live feed a couple nights ago, I've started videos past week or two. I start filming them in the morning, then I forget. That's all I get. It's like first 5 minutes in the morning or something like that. Anyway, I am in LaGrange, Indiana. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I just did my drop. I got LaGrange. Was it Rome City? Where's my thing? Rome City, Garrett, Fort Wayne, Flora, and then back to Champaign. 540 miles about for the day. I started at 12:30 this morning a.m. Of course, now I'm on Eastern time. It's 6 a.m. in Champaign still, so my load had to be out by 1 o'clock. I was in the yard by about a little bit after midnight. Got the truck all prepped. Headed on over, picked up my load. Did my whole pre-trip thing, was out by 1 in the morning. So yeah, this place you gotta, this was the store that a few videos back when I said, you know, gotta go off-road or whatever, was trying to get into this place. Of course now I know where it's at, how to get into it right, no big deal. But we are in our last week of working out of Champaign. We have our moving van set for next Monday, the 29th. Going to take off either the 29th or the 30th. Be down in Lubbock on the 31st. Move into our new place on the 1st. Hopefully I'll be back to work down there by the 5th. Get settled in for a few days, and I'll try to go over and get assimilated into what's going on down there. I know it's going to be a little bit of hit and miss, you know, whenever you start something new, you got to go out and figure it out a little bit. Shouldn't be too confusing though. I would imagine not even as confusing as learning the system of what I'm doing now, the groceries and all the stops and all the small stores I have to find my way into and going to different places all the time. So once I learn the dairy facilities to go to and everything, I'm sure it's not going to be that big a deal. So yeah, I see though the road I'm on right now, I had gone down here had to make a left when it was all snowed up. Made a left down a little country road, hooked another left and just made a square out of it. Left to left and left, and came back to this road and headed north back up to go back to the store after I'd missed it. That was a fun day. So we're gonna drive into the dark here. The sun's just starting to come up. Get on down next door and we'll check back in a minute though. Yeah, we just got down here to Rome City.
Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
Yeah, I know.
Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
Yeah, part of the new e-log thing. Beeps at me when I don't wear my seatbelt over 5 miles an hour. Yeah, we back it down their little alleyway right here. And of course, some cars got to squeeze in on me there. Come on, fool. No, you just couldn't wait a second. Too sharp. Go bump these couple pallets off real quick and on down to Garrett and then Fort Wayne and then Flora and on back. About 540 miles total on the day though. Not too shabby. So be back in a minute.
With turquoise and real diamonds.